All right, it's finally here. It arrived. I'm just gonna try to get this in proper focus right here. See, it says for 100K subscribers. It has my name. It's very legit. It's very silvery, very shiny, and this part in the middle is like a mirror. You see this? Amazing. It is super cool. I'm very, very excited this arrived. I would not ever have believed when I started that this would at some point be in the mail. It's incredible that 100,000 of you are interested in very lengthy and long-winded explanations about ML research or news in this space or anything like this. So giant thank you to every single one of you that is subscribed. If you're not subscribed, what are you doing? The button is right there somewhere. No, but really giant thanks to the people who watch, who come back to watch content, all the people who leave a comment. I do still try to read like every single comment. I don't always respond, but I do take your suggestions very seriously, and very big thanks to the Discord community, especially to the moderators there. They have a huge job. There are spam bots and whatnot. So giant thanks to the moderators. They also organize paper discussion. Every Saturday we have paper discussions, and these are like some of the most valuable times because I end up learning so much myself, and it really helps me sometimes for new videos that I put out where I directly take, people's opinions from there and try to integrate it into the video. So, giant thanks to all of that community, anyone who's ever helped me out, all the authors who've come on this. It's been extremely rewarding, and I hope I can keep up the content. I hope I can continue to deliver good content. It's not so easy on YouTube because you have to change in order to stay interesting and relevant. You have to go with the times, but still you have to keep the essence of what makes a channel great. And this is a challenge, and I'm relying also on you a little bit to tell me what's good, what's bad, what works. I'm also going to try some new stuff. I hope you've enjoyed so far the more inclusion of the original authors of papers. I think that's super valuable. The ML news, it looks like it's more clickbaity, but and it's less work, but it's actually also, I really enjoy making the ML news, but also it is more time goes in there. Scheduling the authors, by nature, I'm not an organized person, so scheduling people and keeping up and sending them stuff before that is a true challenge to me, and I hope I can master that from here on. So enough of a rant. Thank you again so much to anyone who's helped me, to all the Patreons, all the supporters in any form. It truly helps. It means a lot to me. I hope I can continue making good content, and I hope we can go forward together. With that being said, you might have noticed something else, so people over the years have asked me again and again for merch. This, honestly, it's more for myself because I just think it's fun to walk around with the channel logo on, like a hoodie or something. But if you want to support the channel and want something a little bit in return, merch could be an option for you if you enjoy these things. All right, so I'm gonna show you some of the merch right here, and we should talk about prices. I just came to this website. It's called Teespring. I think now it's called Spring, and I just left all the default prices at their setting. Now the idea is obviously that isn't just a markup for a regular clothes retailer. It is a bit more, because the idea is that you'd support the creator. However, that makes the merch kind of pricey. So for people who can't afford this, I've decided that for 5 days after this video goes up, all the markup will be set to 0. Like, I will not make a single dollar off of this merch if you buy it 5 days after this video goes up. Now, if you have already bought merch like this, I've activated the merch shelf a while ago, and you would like to make use of that, contact me. We can for sure work something out. If you do want to support the channel, you can become a Patreon. I have several ways of supporting me. All the links are in the description, or you just wait for a week and you get the merch then. But I just thought, if you want to run around advertising my channel then, and you don't have much money, or you like 3 t-shirts instead of 1, or instead of 2, knock yourselves out. Yeah, so just 5 days, and we'll do things like this in the future again. This won't be the only time where the merch is reduced. And there will be other merch coming. I'm looking for like sunglasses merch, which is hard to find, I can tell you. And I'm also working together with a bit more, let's say, professional designers to get more, just kind of more extravagant merch out there. Again, 5 days, markup 0. After that, I'll set it back to the default values. Look at this, the ice is so thin, but still the birds, they just insane. So I'm wearing one right now. I had to have a few iterations. People who followed me on stream saw the first iterations. This is kind of the second iteration. I wanted to make sure everything is placed nicely before I shout it out. So it has the logo in small right here. This is a hoodie. It is a small European and extra small US. I don't know why they differ these sizes. I'm not too tall of a person, and it fits kind of snugly. I'm like 175. For you Americans, that's like some number of feet. The same design also exists in black, as you can see. Now, this was the first iteration, so the logo is too far out here. So in the newer iteration, the logo will be a little bit more inside. It's almost like under the arm right here. But I do quite like the white logo on the black background. Makes it pop a little bit more. There is one person, one of you, has actually bought a first iteration hoodie after seeing the store on stream. If you would like that replaced with a newer iteration hoodie, or just if you would like one, I'm very happy to send you an additional one. Please contact me, because I feel kind of bad, because yeah, it is a bit out of place. But rest assured, if you get the black hoodie now, the logo will be in the correct place and it looks poppin'. By the way, there's nothing on the back of any of these. I've opted for kind of smaller logos, so that it doesn't look like traditional merch. However, as you can see, we also have the large logo available. Again, this is an S. I am a small person, but I have a bunch of shoulders. This fits kind of snugly here. It is okay. If you're taller than me, I definitely suggest like an M. We also have t-shirts with the smaller logo design, if that's your favorite. These are also available in dark. And we also have this design right here. Now, this is the channel motto, which you might have never actually seen directly. It is not something that I've shouted out in particular, but I think the design looks cool. And there is a little story behind it. When we were at the end of high school, we used to play a lot of online poker, which was sort of at its peak back then. And we used to play online and also circulate in poker forums where people discussed strategy and things like this. We always took sort of a statistical approach, because essentially you're playing towards an expected value and you're trying to be as mentally robust as possible against the variance that inevitably comes. So at one point there was this one player who just let off like steam in one of these forum posts, essentially saying that the world is against them, they always get the bad cards, and if they have good cards, the opponent always gets lucky, and it's just every time it's happening. Just kind of the entire universe is conspiring against them. That's why they lose, right? And it's unfair, and they were just really ticked off. And one of the people who responded was this very high-ranked players, one of the highest-ranked players at the time. He just responded with this one line: skill greater than destiny. And I just thought that was really cool. I'm not a deep philosophical person or anything like this. It resonated with me. Since then, I've took it up as a little bit of a motto, a little bit of a mantra to live by. And the meaning of it is obviously subjective, but to me, I've interpreted as something like, it doesn't matter how much the world is stacked against you, how much your destiny has chosen a path for you that is not good. It doesn't matter if the system is rigged against you. You can overcome it by working hard, by putting in all your effort. In fact, it doesn't matter how the world is. You can't change that. You can change yourself, and you can try to do the best you can. Yeah, if you're smart, work hard, and obviously a little bit of luck is always of essence. But independent of how the world is structured, you should do your best. And that's just something that I think is nice to have somewhere around every time you look at it. It kind of reminds you that, oh wait, I'm just going to try to do my best today, and not get mad at how unfair the world or the system is to you. And the absolute cool thing is if you get the zip up hoodie, you can like double represent. Look at that. Yeah. We also have this beauty right here, which is actually, it's a crop top. You can't even see it. So again, the logo here will be placed in the current iteration, more inside, more on top, a little bit smaller, but I think looks pretty cool. So if you're interested, check out the store. It's available at store.ykilcher.com. There's a link in the description. There's also a tab directly next to this video. We also have other stuff other than just clothes. For example, there is the beaker right here. Now, the logo, again, is a bit tall here, a bit large, so we're gonna make this a little bit smaller, but in essence this is a cool beaker. It holds half a liter. That's like some gallon for Americans. It really keeps stuff warm on the inside. The lid is it kind of pops off like this, and it has a seal on the outside, so it's not screw on, but press on. There's also other stuff such as cups and these right here, pillows. So I have these two in different sizes, so they go together. They go together nicely on a couch. But I don't know who wants these, but I find them hilarious. And with that being said, thank you so much for being here, for continue to watch, continue to enjoy, and most of all, you know, I really appreciate all the people who helped me, who gave me feedback. I still try to read every single comment. What you people post is really valuable and shapes the future of the channel, and I hope we can continue doing that indefinitely. With that being said, I wish you an absolute pleasant rest of the day, and I'll see you. Bye. Have I told you that I quite like hoods? Like, I don't know what it is, but something about hoods, it's snuggly, and if you have very short hair, the hood kind of turns with your head, and I just love that feeling.